We're fishing Rook Lake today on a silvers match, which is completely out of my comfort zone. Bit of a spur of the moment thing really. We decided to have a bit of an open match, friendly New Year's Day match, and stupid enough I've booked myself in and here we are.
Just having a bit of a knock up on Rook. Normally fishes quite well, there's lots of rudd and roach in here. Sort of later on in the year, sort of early spring, they normally have some decent weights on the waggler and that, but there's a lot of the skimmers that were put in here a couple of years ago are now around about the £1 to £1.5 mark. So I'm thinking I might have a little bit of a lazy day sitting fishing a feeder. Obviously it's active fishing as it should be, but a little bit less active than shipping in and out with 14.5 metres all day. Hopefully, if the skimmers play ball, I'd say 25–30 would be a nice weight. Maybe a little bit of waggler fishing later on if the rudd are a bit of a nuisance. Maybe backed up with a few pound of them, but we'll see. Who knows?
Well, I've never been on it before. I'm just going to fish 2 lines at 30 metres and then a little feeder chuck past, and then hope for the best.
Hope for the best.
A weird shaped lake rook. It's quite an oval sort of shape, so it makes it quite awkward for the pegging. So some pegs have got 3 pegs empty, but in the grand scheme of things they've not got that much room. We're going to approach it today quite negative to start off with, and then feel the way in as the match progresses. I'm going to fish casters out of my hands, which is about 10 metres, on a nice little strung out rig, just to catch a bit of everything, hopefully a few roach. It's not been very productive so far. I'm going to throw maggots short, just at the edge of these reed beds. It's about 5 foot there. See if we can catch some roach, maybe some crusions later. Who knows what might turn up on that. And then long, I'm going to sort of target skimmers. There's quite a few skimmers in this lake that are sort of 10 ounce, 12 ounce sort of size. So if you can put a run together of those, you can soon be able to weight up. Need the skimmers to turn up very quickly, because there don't seem to be any roach about. There's absolutely millions of roach in here. For some reason, they're not feeding. The only thing I can really catch on is this long line, and I can get bites very regularly, but they're very small fish. I don't know why that is. Just on all my lines there seem to be small fish. And you look across the lake and down that side there, they're catching an odd skimmer. They're not setting it alight. A few roach being swung in, but not the big ones that are in here. So yeah, just a strange one really. Probably an hour and a half in, and or hour and 40 in, and it's not looking great, but you know the saying, never bag early. That's better. So we've just gone no, skimmer I think. So what we've done is we've just switched to my right hand line, and hoping this is a skimmer. If it is, it's a good sign. Yeah, it feels like a skimmer. Yeah, it's got to be a skimmer. I don't know. It's the foul-hooked roach. Roach skimmer hybrid. So that brain just roll. No, skimmer. I fed this right hand line just with dead maggot for a pot, just to try and keep it tighter. The real little fish seem to disappear, and I've had 2 skimmers and 2 chucks off this line, but I don't really want to go in and catch too many too quick, because I don't think there's loads feeding. So I'm just going to top that line up and go back long, where I've been feeding little balls of ground bait, and a few dead maggots and a few mince worms in. And hopefully I can get 2 lines going where I can rotate. Yes, mate. Feels like the temperature's just risen slightly, not much, but maybe that could be the difference between them skimmers feeding and not. The wind's still off our backs, and you'd think it'd be a bit warmer down this end, so you never know. I hooked a carp earlier, lost that. Obviously it don't count. That was an indication then. So probably two and a bit hours in, steady away, but signs are starting to improve. Bit more positive signs. Might be a carp. Right. Perch. Hooked that fish, right? And a carp swirled over there. A hooked fish and a carp swirled over there. So 3 hours in, it's pretty slow. Bites most chucks off real tiny fish, which aren't no good really. I had a little spell where I had 2 nice skimmers and a decentness perch into as many chucks. I thought, here we go, things are starting to happen here, and just all gone a bit quiet again really. The small fish have moved back in. See a few skimmers starting to feed all around the lake, so chances are they're probably going to turn up somewhere. But yeah, it's not ideal. It's just going through the motions a bit. Just see if we can nick a few fish off this long line. If we can get 2 lines to work, we might be alright. But keep feeding them casters. Oh, there we are. That might be a skimmer. Sit down. Might be a cruiser. I do. You got it? So you've got an hour to go, and I'm hoping the last hour is going to be my best hour, put it that way. I've had a couple of skimmers and a perch in the last hour. There's odd skimmers starting to come out now. Most of my skimmers have come off this line where I've just fed maggots, and we've got another one on now, but that might be another skimmer. Not sure, but really need to pick up the pace now this last hour, because I think I'm well behind. And the odd person hooked the big tench. So the plan is just to keep rotating these two lines and just hope that there's a few skimmers turn up. I've just topped up that long ground bait line, and hopefully we'll go in and catch another 5 or 6 skimmers this last hour. So rigs for today's session. Haven't set up loads, kept it really simple today really. It's about, as you can see, that's my float, that's my section, what's that, 7 foot probably, something like that, at 14.5 metres. I picked 14.5 metres, nice and flat there, and felt that with the wind on my back I could fish a bit longer today, so that's why I've gone 14.5, not 13. This is a gram, and it's a Hydra Hakimi. It's a carbon stem with quite a long fibre bristle, so days like today you can have a bit more bristle showing and still got a sensitivity. Basically we've got an Olivet, which is a 0.8 Olivet, a little bolt just to kick it away, and then 2 number 10 droppers which you can move about, but today that's been right. And then a 5-inch hook length, that's 09, and the hook is a size 18 Gamma Black. For that, that's sort of predominantly my main skimmer rig. We've sort of accompanied that with a yellow hydro elastic, which is nice and soft for a full top 2 as well. So when you're on the strike, you're striking straight through the body of the float, and you've got quite a bit of elastic coming out. So that's my main sort of skimmer rig, fishing about 1 inch over depth. So that's that one. This one is it's a Colmic Duda, which is a perfect float for this. You can sort of hold it back. It's sort of very similar to like a shanty style float. That's 5 Prestons through 3 again. And this is a 0.5, and it's nicely strung out, so you can see the shot as I'm coming down. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 shot on there, nice sort of strung out. That features an 08 5-inch hook length again, and an 18 Gamma Green, so a nice fine wire hook. The plan was to catch a bit of everything on that, roach, rudd. The roach haven't really fed at all today. I've caught more little rudd rather than roach. Normally on here you can fish a nice sort of loose, dink a few casters in, fish through the water, plenty of bites off sort of nice dumpy roach, odd roach up to a pound, but they're just not feeding at the minute. But I have caught a few fish on this, fishing sort of 1 inch over depth, reel just slowly putting it in and catching an odd skimmer on the drop. Again, nothing's really fed today, but I've really enjoyed it. So they're the main 2 rigs, and I also set up a rig for fishing short, which is a 7x10 MP1, and again that's a nice little strung out rig, nice little fibre bristle, which is perfect for showing you little bites, which they are, small tiny bites on here. So that rig was for fishing down the edge and then on that shorter line. I kicked off the session with one ball of ground bait, which is about that sort of size, like that, with a few minced worms, a few dead pinkies and a few dead maggots. I didn't want to put too much in, I wanted to see what reaction I got. And then throughout the day, when I have topped up, I've topped up with just tiny little balls like that, with a few maggots and a few minced worms in. So that's how I fed the long line. And then this line to the right, I initially put one ball of ground bait in with a few dead pinkies in. Felt that it wasn't right, so I've started kinder potting just with a medium-sized guru pot on the end there. Kinder potting sort of dead maggots and a few live maggots every now and then, feeding it, going on the other line, dropping back on it after sort of a probably 2 or 3 minutes rest. If you're going to get a bite, that's when you're going to get them. Like I say, there's been no real pattern today. Just had to keep going through the motions and keep switching lines and keep rotating and trying to put fish in the net. I think I've got 10 or 11 skimmers, some rudd, quite a lot of rudd, an odd roach, a couple of nice perch, and I've had a tench as well. So I've probably got double figures, I would think, which is going to be close. I think you'll need 15-16 pound probably to win it, the way it's fished, but it's hard to tell. We'll see.
I don't trust him on this
£20, 2 ounces.
That's what Ben's paid him to do.
You're making up with a leaf in the mud. You match anglers, unbelievable.
Well done, brothers.
23.13.
They're all on cold now.
Do you want a photo? £21 exactly.
What do you think? Nice day's fishing, huh?
25.9.
Well done, Tony.
I didn't think I had that.
Yeah, it's called Rook Silver's Open.
Is that it?
Yeah, it's just an open match.
King of Rook.
Yeah, well, yeah, there was a bit of that going about, wasn't there? But it was all right, to be fair. It was, I don't know, totally different to what we're used to. Obviously, catching, well, getting lots of bites off small fish really regularly, and
Well, I watched the last 3 quarters now. It was hardly a fish race.
yeah, it was. It's more. It's just different, you know. Fishing for skimmers. The roach didn't want to feed today, and what little silverfish were, they were little roach and little rudd, and I enjoyed it though. I had to work at it. Different, comfortable fishing, not much mud involved, no platforms involved, and I've had £20 2, which is more than I thought. I had some perch, I had a tench, some skimmers, which is a lot more than I thought. I thought I was about £12-13, so that was good enough for a section win. But
Are you claiming a section win?
yeah, no, I won my section, look. The winner was Mona McGregor, he had £25. Then runner-up was Godders, he had 23.13. Nigel Fawkes had £21 dead. Then I had £20 too, so I was 4th. The roach didn't want to play ball today. Normally there's loads of roach like that. It's fantastic fishing casters on a light rig through the water, about 10 metres, and you can catch all day, but today they didn't want to feed.
It was all skimmers.
Yeah, all
obviously
skimmers,
higher weigh in. It was all
yeah.
skimmers, and they're all about the same stamp.
Yeah. Like I said to you, I said I want to catch 25 skimmers, didn't I?
Yeah.
And I caught 9, so not done well enough. But after 2 hours, I thought, oh dear, this is proper going the wrong way. But yeah, good match really.